The Santiago Bernabéu roared with excitement, a familiar sound, yet this time it felt different. This time the cheers were for a young prodigy, a star in the making, Endrick. At just 18 years old, the Brazilian striker had captured the hearts of Real Madrid fans with his dazzling skills and remarkable maturity. His journey to this moment, however, was anything but ordinary. Endrick's performances in the Copa del Rey semifinals against Real Sociedad had sent shockwaves through the football world. 5 goals in the tournament, including crucial strikes in both legs of the semi-final, had announced his arrival on the grand stage. He wasn't just scoring goals, he was scoring crucial goals, goals that mattered, goals that propelled his team towards glory. His speed, agility, and clinical finishing were a joy to behold, but it was his composure and maturity that truly set him apart. In a team brimming with global superstars like Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, and Rodrigo, Endrick's humility shone through. He understood his role, embraced the competition, and never let the pressure faze him. The second leg of the semi-final was a night to remember. The atmosphere at the Bernabéu was electric, the tension palpable. Real Madrid, leading 1-0 from the first leg, knew that Real Sociedad would come out fighting. The visitors, however, hadn't accounted for the Endrick factor. He was a constant threat, his movement causing havoc in the Sociedad defense. Early in the match, he came close to scoring a sensational overhead kick, only to be denied by the crossbar. The miss did little to dampen his spirits. He continued to press, continued to probe, and his persistence paid off. A perfectly weighted pass from Vinicius Jr. sent him clear on goal, and Endrick made no mistake, slotting the ball past the onrushing goalkeeper. The Bernabéu erupted, the noise deafening. Endrick, however, remained calm, his celebration muted, almost as if he couldn't quite believe what he had just achieved. What struck many observers about Endrick wasn't just his talent, but his attitude. He possessed a rare combination of confidence and humility, a maturity that belied his tender years. He understood that he was part of something bigger than himself, a cog in the Real Madrid machine. "The 4 forwards here are the best in the world," he said after the match, referring to Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Bellingham, and Rodrigo. "I'm nobody." It was a statement that spoke volumes about his character, his willingness to learn, his desire to improve. He knew that he had a long way to go, but he was determined to make the most of his opportunity. His down-to-earth nature and work ethic had endeared him to his teammates and the coaching staff. He was always willing to listen, always eager to learn, and his enthusiasm was infectious. He was a breath of fresh air, a reminder that even amidst the glitz and glamour of Real Madrid, humility and dedication were still valued traits. Endrick's journey to the pinnacle of world football began on the dusty streets of Brasilia, Brazil. Born into a humble family, he fell in love with the beautiful game at an early age. His talent was evident from the outset, his natural ability shining through. He joined local club Palmeiras' youth academy at the age of 11, his raw talent quickly catching the eye of the coaches. He rose through the ranks, impressing at every level. His performances for Palmeiras' youth teams were nothing short of sensational, his goal-scoring exploits drawing comparisons with Brazilian legend Ronaldo. His family played a pivotal role in his development, providing him with unwavering support and guidance. They instilled in him the importance of hard work, discipline, and humility, values that would stand him in good stead as he navigated the often treacherous waters of professional football. Carlo Ancelotti, the legendary Real Madrid manager, had been keeping a close eye on Endrick's progress. Ancelotti, a renowned nurturer of young talent, saw something special in the young Brazilian. He knew that Endrick had the potential to be a world-class player, and he was determined to help him fulfill that potential. When Real Madrid secured Endrick's signature in a high-profile transfer, Ancelotti was quick to temper expectations. He knew that Endrick was still young, still raw, and he needed time to adapt to his new surroundings. He stressed the importance of patience, both for Endrick and for the Real Madrid faithful. "He's a spectacular talent," Ancelotti said of Endrick, "but he's still very young. We need to be patient with him. He needs time to develop, to learn, to grow." Ancelotti's words were a reminder that Endrick's journey was just beginning. He had the talent, the work ethic, and the right attitude, but he still had a long way to go. Endrick's family were overjoyed with his move to Real Madrid. They knew that it was a dream come true for him, the culmination of years of hard work and sacrifice. They were determined to support him every step of the way, to be there for him through thick and thin. His father, Douglas, spoke of his son's humility and his determination to succeed. "He's always been a very grounded boy," Douglas said. "He knows that he's been blessed with a gift, but he also knows that talent alone is not enough. He's willing to work hard, to listen, to learn." His mother, Ivana, spoke of her son's love for the game and his unwavering belief in himself. "He's always loved football," Ivana said. "It's all he's ever wanted to do. He's always believed in himself, even when others doubted him." The Real Madrid fans had taken Endrick to their hearts. They saw in him a young player with the potential to become a club legend. They chanted his name from the stands, their cheers music to his ears. Endrick, for his part, was blown away by the reception he had received in Madrid. "The fans here are incredible," he said. "The support they've shown me has been amazing. I want to repay their faith by helping this team win trophies." His performances on the pitch had certainly endeared him to the Madrid faithful. They loved his energy, his passion, his never-say-die attitude. They saw in him a player who was willing to give everything for the shirt, a player who understood what it meant to represent Real Madrid. Endrick's dreams extended far beyond the Bernabeu. He harbored ambitions of representing Brazil at the highest level, of playing in a World Cup, of winning trophies for his country. "It's every Brazilian boy's dream to play for the Selecao," he said. "It's something I've always dreamed of. But I know that I need to keep working hard, keep improving, if I want to make that dream a reality." His performances for Real Madrid had not gone unnoticed by the Brazilian national team selectors. It was only a matter of time before he received his first call-up. When that day came, it would be a moment of immense pride for Endrick and his family. Endrick's story was still being written. He was at the beginning of what promised to be a long and successful career. He had the world at his feet, the potential to achieve greatness, but for now, he was focused on the present, on continuing to learn, to improve, to make his mark at Real Madrid. He knew that he had the talent, the work ethic, and the right attitude to achieve his goals. And with the support of his family, his teammates, and the Real Madrid fans, there was no telling how far he could go. The future was bright, the possibilities endless. Endrick, the rising star of Real Madrid, was ready to take on the world.